In our first edition of Far More for the Fans Injury Wednesdays, I think we must just go back and talk about issues around the strength and conditioning. We heard from Coach Caroso at Mamelodi Sundowns the issues of fatigue that the team has had, especially coming from the FIFA Club World Cup, having had a long season, also with all the domestic programs and also the CAF Champions League as well. Sundowns had an unusual preseason as compared to other teams. And there were always going to be questions around them not having a full preseason. How will it affect them? But recently, I had engaged one of the leading strength and conditioning coaches, not just in South Africa, but on the continent. Someone like Kabelo Rangoaga, 3 CAF Champions League titles, 2 bronze medals from the FIFA Club World Cup itself with Al Ahly, obviously 2 Champions League titles with Al Ahly and also with Sundowns, and also having worked with one of the most successful coaches in club football on the continent, Pitso Mosimane, from their days at Sundowns to Al Ahly and also in the Gulf region as well. But also in this discussion, we also touch on how this role of strength and conditioning has been transformed into not just being a conditioning or fitness coach, but also as a fully fledged coach as is now going through his badges.
It's been a dream of mine since I think the first time I saw Elsa Storm at Kaizer Chiefs, and I decided that's going to be my career.
I remember Elsa Storm working with
Machine Turkey.
Tell us more about it. What attracted you to her work?
To me, it was look. Initially, the job looked cool, and but to see somebody molding the players into high-performance machines, I've always been intrigued by that, and I just thought, no, this is the career path I'd like to take.
Tell us more about this periodization thing, because part of your studies that you're talking about, I think there's also a Raymond guy that would have been part of.
Well, I know everything that I know now because of Raymond, yes. He taught me quite a lot. The periodization we're busy with now, remember, most teams have just been in preseason. The league is about to kick off tomorrow. So we have a few players who are unattached. Some of them this past week, this was our preseason. So we're just taking them through their paces just to make sure that, okay, when is our first game? Our first game is on the 8th, just to have that systematic, linear preparation towards the first game.
CAF B license, that's stuff that's usually reserved for people who are coaching on the pitch. Why CAF B for you?
Well, I want A. I'll put it a pro. Why not? Why not go full on coaching? If you look at the great coaches, they started as conditioning coaches. Carlos Parreira, a lot of them, they were conditioning coaches. So the transition is easy.
You're talking about working with coaches, and one coach that when you mention KB, you think of first is Coach Pitso. What can you say about him and what you've done together in your career?
Well, he got me as a national champion, and he turned me into an international champion. That's all I can say. You hear when they say he's got an abnormal work ethic, but until you are part of it, you'll realize and you ask yourself, yes, how many hours does this man have in a day? When does he see all these games that he's talking about? You will watch 3 games and he's telling you he watched 5. And he's explaining to you frame by frame what he saw in the 5 games. So he's a mean machine. He's a mean machine. When it comes to performance, he's a proper high-performance coach. He's a teacher. He teaches, he dismantles what you know of football and teaches you football from the basics. And that, I guess, I never wanted to be a coach, but working with him, I'm like, no, man. I like this way of doing things, especially the way he's so meticulous. And for me, I thought, after him, he has already groomed a top coach in Coach Ulani. So there can't be only 2 of them in this country.
Well, I think from what you can pick up from this conversation with Kabel Rangoaga, also including his time with Pitso Mosimane as well, is that the role of strength and conditioning is really changing. And if we are to talk about issues around periodization, there's still more to come. Azishege.